Am I gonna cover that video about Helloyassine and SoFaygo? I mean, me and SoFaygo. Here's the thing. I watched it. I think, look, me and Yaseen are homies. Don't get me wrong here. I don't want to like restart or reinstigate the beef between me and Faygo, because me and Faygo are cool now. Like we're not. I feel like if I reacted to it, I mean, I guess we could watch it, but I would just I would rebuttal Helloyassine's takes. You know what I mean? Because Helloyassine's kind of more on annoying's side or perspective that we were talking about yesterday, where he was saying Faygo's like not gonna make it. Yaseen said that he'd come on stream with you. Yeah. No, we got that set up. Don't worry. I got his Discord. Me and Yaseen are definitely gonna do something soon. He was chatting, calling him a bum. Oh God. He was talking crazy about me. Who was talking crazy? No, me and Yaseen are cool. He would not be saying anything bad. Trust me. He ripped Faygo. Okay, maybe we can watch it. I feel bad, man. Like I just don't want to drag it, you know what I mean? Like if I reacted to it, it might turn out bad. Like the Faygo fans are gonna come after me, and then Faygo is gonna be like, Bob, like, I'm like, dude, I already gave my takes here. But okay, let's check it out.
What's poppin', y'all? I swear, some of these rappers, they just get a modicum of clout, a smidgen, just one iota of it. People start gassing them up a little bit, and they start to think they're the hottest thing ever and they can never fall off. Today's topic of discussion is
What a start. We're fucked. This is totally gonna restart the beef.
Faygo. And I was just on Twitter the other day, I should say, and he adds another YouTuber who talks about more of these, I guess they're called quote unquote underground artists, which I don't really consider them to be underground. I would just say they're new gen SoundCloud.
Facts, they're not underground anymore. Although a lot of them are, but like Faygo and Yeat are not. They're purgatory, as we've discussed. Well, Yeat is like low-key mainstream. So Faygo has not hit mainstream yet, and that's why I always said like he need to drop his album so he can get mainstream, because isn't that the goal? Oops.
But he says, at not Bobalam, are you stupid, boy? Brief synopsis, the SoFaygo dude, he signed to Travis Scott's Cactus Jack. That's pretty much all I know him for. And he was on a Trippie Redd song, I think it's MP5. That's how I first found out about him. So he says, are you stupid, boy? He ats him. Me, I'm like, yo, how's this guy getting rappers to beef with him, man? These rappers don't be atting me. But hey, it is what it is. So he says, are you stupid, boy? And the reference to this was he had just released a video saying that this SoFaygo artist is hyping up this album called Pink. Is it Pink Heart? Pink Tape? No, Pink Tape is Uzi. Pink Hearts. Okay, this just goes to show how much these guys copy the previous gen. But it's called Pink Hearts, and
I feel like SoFaygo came out with Pink Hearts before Uzi Pink Tape. Chat, can y'all let me know who came out with that first? I don't think they copied each other. Like Faygo's hair has always been pink, you know what I mean? But then again, Uzi did have pink hair before Uzi. Uzi was first? Okay. Maybe he was. Maybe.
Or I should say, maybe Uzi copied him actually. Well, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. This dude was talking about Pink Hearts probably before Uzi talked about Pink Tape. Let me not hate. So this dude's been talking about this project for however long, and Bobalam and a bunch of other fans of SoFaygo are telling me, yo, you're falling off. During the time that you've been talking about this project, Yeat's come up behind you.
I didn't say it fell off. I just said like, yo, you need to do something so you don't fall off.
And he's lapped you 3 times in the Olympics. You're just out of it. And he's so far surpassed you at this point. And it bothers him. He might act like it doesn't. So
that's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, if it don't bother you, why'd you respond? Because if it didn't bother you, you would be chilling. You'd be like, okay, yo, Yeat killing shit. But the thing is, Yeat and SoFaygo, I think, are cool because they added each other on their Instagram stories, since they were going to drop something, or maybe like a SoundCloud exclusive. Maybe Yeat's going to be on his album, which I also discussed in that clip.
So then he continues saying, I'm going to be real. I don't care about being the top kid in the underground. Been there, done that. I don't care about people liking me. People never like me. Laughing emoji. Then why are you responding to this individual in this video? And in the video, he doesn't even hate on him. He just says, hey man, your hype's gonna drop. It's gonna fall. You're gonna fall off if you don't drop music, which is a fact. This guy hasn't even popped. He hasn't even blown up, and he's taken what, however long, a year plus, 2 maybe? I don't know. I'm working on a generational album right now. This is fraud. These guys do not make generational music. Yeat, who I understand the appeal of more than this dude SoFaygo, does not make a generational album. That's why he's able to drop 3 or 4 of them per year. And you worried about Instagram likes. Boy, I just locked in 100K for a show. Different conversations. Maybe this guy got 100K for some sort of show. It's gotta be.
I'm sorry. Again, I'm not trying to reinstigate the beef, but I don't believe 100K for a show, bruh. That means you get your booking fee is usually like the price that you have divided by tickets. So how many tickets can you sell, and multiplied by the ticket price, and that's your booking fee. So I don't know if 100K, like if an average ticket is $50, what is that? 50 times 2, that's 2,000 people. I guess maybe SoFaygo could bring out 2,000 people depending on where it is. But 100K is still a lot, bro.
Some TV program or something, because I wouldn't even pay 10K for a SoFaygo show. Let's be real here. 100K? Come on now. That's how much they're booking actual stars for, and this guy's not even close to being a star. He's not even close to being mainstream. Or I should say he's potentially close to being mainstream, but he isn't even mainstream yet. Moving forward, I got real OGs around me in this, and I got my head on straight, and I'm coming with the Jack in reference to Cactus Jack, which he signed to. Put some respect on TS. I'm guessing he's referring to Travis Scott. And stop.
Not this shit, right? TS is this shit.
Posting me boobalam. That's a play on words of the YouTuber. I don't like you. Every time bro posts me, it's always some negative. Weird MF, laughing emoji. Go play with baby Santana. Pedo. So it's fighting words here. And this is where I gotta come in. Cactus Jack clearly has to do some quality control with this guy. And that's probably why they had him delete the tweets very soon after. Number 1. What is Cactus Jack's brand? Right now, SoFaygo's looking like Malu, the way he's moving around. The way he's tweeting at this dude, they're probably holding their head. Who's the guy that manages a lot of Travis Scott's artists? Young Larry David on Instagram? That dude's probably like, yo, what the hell is this idiot doing? Tweeting at him. Cactus Jack is supposed to be laid back. They don't really care what people got to say about them, in terms of you're never going to see Don Toliver saying something to somebody. You're not going to see Don Toliver adding me when I talk about his suspicious album sales. Or even when I was saying that he was a Travis Scott clone, which he was when he initially came out. He's more of a child of Travis Scott now. You're not going to see that happen. Them get out of their element. Yet, that's exactly what happened right here with SoFaygo. And I don't know if the dude's tweaking, if he's a junkie, if he's just got pissed, if he just saw the title. But you know he's severely bothered. And this is where I got to look.
Orion. This is what I mean with y'all being actual dumbasses. I'm literally about to take the side of SoFaygo and y'all are assuming shit. I'm not against SoFaygo here. Y'all wanted me to watch this shit and react to it. So suck my fucking cock, bro. We're chilling.
Look at him and say, yo, you're not even allowed to drop music when you want to. Your whole rollout probably got pushed back due to Travis Scott's whole fiasco.
Now, that is a theory that we have. We can't confirm nor deny it. We haven't figured it out.
Whole entire career is based on how another man's career looks. At least if somebody's just signed directly to a label.
And see, that's what, like, one problem. And again, this is in general, no hate towards Faygo. Of signing to another artist is that a lot of the times your album is not going to take priority to them, because usually an artist, when they have a label, is an imprint that's backed by another major label. So it's another label distributing the album. So whenever the imprint wants to make money and they need to make money, they're gonna release the like big hitter or the one that's safer and then they'll do the more experimental albums afterwards, or at least it's gonna take less priority marketing budget wise and all of that. So just something to think about.
Then they don't want to push your music, whatever. But the CEO, whatever's going on in his life, or whoever is part of your team, it's not going to impact you in any way because you're not connected in that way publicly. But Travis Scott is Cactus Jack, and you're just signed to another rapper. And in all likelihood, they're trying to have him on a feature with Travis Scott before they roll out his album, which makes perfect sense. That's the same exact thing they did with Don Toliver.
And see, that's a reason why I said, you know what? Faygo might not have to drop yet because he's got it in the bag. He's got a Travis Scott feature that, like, you know, I do think he's losing hype for Pink Hearts. Even his own fans will admit that. But at the same time, he can get it right back if he drops a fire ass feature with Travis Scott. And with Travis Scott executive producing and being like, you know, a genius, at least in music wise, I don't care what any of y'all think. He does numbers. He knows what he's doing. That SoFaygo could come back and just kill shit.
It worked out phenomenally for him. They're going to run back the same play-by-play. Where I got to come at this is the next day, the YouTuber Bob Lamb, he posts a DM exchange between him and SoFaygo. And then SoFaygo says, "No hard feelings." And he replies, "Happy to hear it, brother." Listen, man, I don't know, maybe I'm in a crazy realm, but I'm not forgiving this bum for this. Let's keep it a buck. This guy's not even the top of the underground. Yeat is way hotter than this guy was.
Goddamn.
He's underground. So maybe he was top of the underground, when nobody was listening to the music? Perhaps. This guy is not a generational talent.
All right. This is the reason that I forgive everybody. And I really don't. Like, some people might think that I come off negative or I'm a dick or whatever. Ultimately, this is all just fun and games to me. I will forgive anybody. I don't hold grudges. Trippie Redd and I are fine, even though he honestly, like, that was kind of bad and embarrassing on my part. Like, your boy took the L, I'm not gonna lie, getting kicked out of the studio. But like with this situation, he deleted his tweets. Like, I'm gonna be the bigger man, and like, I feel like I won that altercation online. Like, I feel like even people on Twitter and y'all, so appreciate y'all, were backing me up. So, and that's why he deleted his shit, because everyone's like, yo, Bob's not even hating, he's just telling you what's good. Like, we want music. So that's why I forgive people.
Maybe you like his music, but let's keep it real. There's no...
Bob, you should have never apologized. Yo, I didn't apologize. When did I apologize? Faygo's the one that reached out to me and said, like, yo, no hard feelings. Like, he understood like what I was actually saying afterwards. He probably just got headlined, or a fan tried to instigate some shit. And I was just like, I accepted the apology.
Nothing outstanding about him. He's got a unique image. It is marketable. Yes, that is for sure. But keep in mind what this guy was just saying. He was throwing straight slander on this guy's name, saying that, you know, he likes kids. He's saying, are you stupid? I don't like you. And then the next day he's like, hey, no hard feelings. Nah, get the hell out of here. And then he says that in DMs. You got to get up on the soapbox on Twitter and tell everybody publicly that, yo, I was tweaking, you know, I'm a junkie, or I'm just super sensitive. Because that was my tweet response to this initially. I was like, yo, these are the most sensitive generation of rappers. You got to get up there and say, yo,
I don't think Faygo's a junkie, but that would be hilarious if a rapper did apologize by saying, yo, I'm a junkie. Yo, I didn't know what I was saying.
Whatever I said yesterday, that's not true. I was just tweaking a little bit. You know, me and Bob Lamb are cool, or me and this person are cool. That's the only way I'm even accepting some sort of understanding, because we definitely can't be cool after that. Because if you're going to come off the deep end and start tweaking like that, saying crazy slanderous stuff off the rip, saying you don't like him, which is probably true, and then double back, who knows what you're going to say in the future. So off rip, like I said, that can't rock out. And then on top of that, this individual really doesn't like the narrative being put out of Yeat versus SoFaygo, because these are kind of the, I guess, more breakout acts of that genre. And the truth is, no matter what happens, SoFaygo will never get credit. And he doesn't deserve credit, because Yeat, at least, he did it with a team. Sure, he had a team with him, which is pretty much how any rapper blows up. But there wasn't a single rapper that took Yeat under his wing and said, yo, this is going to be the next guy. He's signed to me. We're pushing him, this and that.
If there's one rapper I would give credit for co-signing Yeat before he blew up, it's Can. So shout out Can. I think even Yeat would say that. I'm not saying Can made him whatsoever. And obviously, as Yaseen just said, he didn't sign him. But Can was like how I found out about Yeat too, because like they were collabing behind the scenes. I was like, shit, like who, like if Can fucks with him, then he must. And Can was up at that time, I think. Like he started going up, passing Summers. We called that, by the way. And then he started putting on Yeat.
That never happened. So Yeat got on because of Yeat. SoFaygo, no matter what happens, no matter if he blows up bigger than Yeat, if he has a bigger fan base, whatever the hell it is, you only got that because of Travis Scott. And that'll always be a stain. Sure, he might try to shake it off somehow, but that's all there is to it. You were Cactus Jack. That cosign helped you.
Oh my gosh, he's going in on bro. You know, I don't think SoFaygo's only up because of the Travis Scott cosign. I think he was already going up, especially with Off the Map and some other songs. And then after that, after the music video for I think it was Off the Map, maybe. That's when Travis Scott signed him. And then like, I think, how many followers did Faygo have before Travis? Does anybody know? I think he had like 70K or some shit. And then now he's at like 400K. But I think he already had like a good trajectory. That's why I didn't necessarily think it was necessary for Faygo to go the Travis Scott route. Honestly, if he kept it independent and then used that as leverage, kind of like what Yeat did, as we've discussed. He's blowing up, but he wouldn't be as big if Travis didn't sign him. He'll be, and the thing is, you're right. So I think he will solidify himself further when Travis Scott gives him that feature, or Faygo features on Travis Scott's album. Whereas if he stayed independent, like maybe he wouldn't even have gotten to 400K where he is now by this time, and he wouldn't have gotten that Travis Scott feature. Although he very well could have, like in an alternate universe where he didn't sign to Travis, I think he still would have gotten cosigns. Like he got a cosign from Uzi, but maybe that was Travis too. I think Faygo was on his way to getting cosigns from everybody though. He just got one from Travis or Trippie Redd before Travis Scott, I think. And you're right. I mean, maybe Faygo could have apologized to me publicly, but I'm really not tripping. Like, I don't care that much. These are kids, ultimately. I'm 25 years old. I think Faygo's like 20, maybe 22, 21. I'm not expecting everybody to be as mature as YouTubers, content creators. I think Yaseen is the same age as me, you know?
Immensely. You being signed to them helped you immensely, and you being promoted by Travis Scott is going to help you immensely. But you can never say that you're the king of anything, because really you're just a prince at this point, because someone else got it on their own. It's kind of like you inherited the throne. Meanwhile, Yeat went out and he conquered and he took over. So that just is what it is. That'll never be some sort of argument. He can't even compete with Yeat in that realm. But when it comes to music, honestly, I still think Yeat's music is better, and he puts out more of it. So this SoFaygo dude, clearly sensitive, but is it a surprise when you listen to their music, when you see the way they kind of conduct themselves? He's probably been used to being called the greatest thing out and the hottest thing out for the past 3 years, that he feels that way. And he thinks people are going to keep waiting for him. Let's keep in mind, Smoke Perp, he wasn't actually signed to Cactus Jack, but he had a Cactus Jack cosign. He had a song with Travis Scott. He was scorching hot at the time, way hotter than this SoFaygo dude, and he fell off completely off the map, off the earth. He's in Earth's core right now.
To be fair, I think Faygo is more talented than Smoke Perp. Smoke Perp was part of the 2016 like Instagram antics era of SoundCloud, where like him and Pump were doing a whole bunch of Bolshevik, like screaming at Skedit, and I don't know, kind of carried by beats. Like Audi, like yeah, his flow was crazy. That will forever be one of my favorite songs. Not like it's not like top 10 or anything, but like, you know, when that song comes on, you're like, oh shit, let's pull our titties out. Let's pull our sack out and all that. But Faygo, I feel like, is just more talented musically. So I don't know if that's the best comparison, but I feel Yaseen. I do. Like, he could very well end up falling off in 2-3 years. If the tide of music changes to something else.
That's how fallen off he's been. Although Earth's core is hot, and that would be the opposite of Smoke Perp's career right now. So I guess we'll just say he's fallen off into Antarctica. So for him to think that he can't fall off because Cactus Jack's got the vision, trust in Cactus Jack, I don't know about all that, man. Don Toliver's the first artist we saw that was successful with Cactus Jack. That doesn't mean we're going to see that happen again with you. And hell, Young Money, they had several successful artists, and there have been artists that just fell through within Young Money. So I think he's got a lot of faith of what's to come. And Cactus Jack has already gotten him a Foot Locker sponsorship, which is a huge deal for an artist that is so relatively unknown to the mainstream. They finessed him with that. He didn't do nothing for Foot Locker. They did everything for him, giving him that check. But it's really interesting to see. I think for the most part,
I don't know if Faygo got paid for that, or maybe he did, but like, I don't know. I feel like he was, it was probably like a collab of some sort that Travis helped with the connection, but I don't think he got paid too much.
This SoFaygo dude has absolutely no respect for Bob Lamb, the YouTuber that he was talking about, and he just had to quell things because he doesn't want this narrative to be created about him and be propagated. Oh, Yeat versus SoFaygo, or SoFaygo falling off, which I wish I could say SoFaygo fell off, but he's never been on. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. If somebody's talking to you crazy like this, they put out slander on your name publicly, and then they hit you up later and they're like, hey man, you know, it's no hard feelings, right? Are you gonna take that and then be cool with them after? I don't know. Maybe I'm different, but that's pretty much my thoughts on it. Like,
damn. Okay, everybody who thought that was a diss at me, it wasn't. Like, he's actually spitting facts, and I thought of that as well. I was like, should I really like let this dude do that to me publicly and then whatever? But I find that in the future, nothing good is gonna come out of me beefing with another rapper or whatever. However, if we're chilling, like we're cool, then that's actually going to be a positive thing. Like in the future, we can collab or whatever. Because everybody just be, you know, I'm not going to say I'm friends with Faygo or like any of the rappers are friends, but everybody be using each other for clout somewhat. So like, you know, he's going to, I don't know. He's going to give me some info about Pink Hearts before it drops. So I got y'all. And that wouldn't have happened if I didn't accept the apology. You know what I'm saying? I'll be beefing with Yaseen. Nah. Yaseen's cool. I fuck with him.